Okay, continuing on with VA tricks, I want to show you some ways that you can manipulate the Labs tab to get the most out of it. So the traditional view here is under Most Recent, and as you'll notice, you can look at the labs, you can click Previous, and you can click, 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 and that's okay. You can also click Newest or Oldest. But sometimes you want to organize it in a certain way. And let me show you a couple ways you can do that. So you can do all tests by date, or you can do a selected test by date. So let's say I want to look at all of this patient's sodium tests. You click OK, and you can change the date range by months and years. So this patient only has one sodium. Let's see if there's a test that they might have more results. Let's see. Let's see if this patient has a lot of platelet counts. Years. Great. So you can see here this organizes it by platelets, and then you can see when it was drawn, and you can look at the range there. Another way that I look at labs is under the worksheet tab. So these are worksheets that I have created. What I'll do is I'm going to show you all of these so that you can create them as is. So the way you create a worksheet is, let's say I want to create the Chem 7. So we're just going to copy that. So sodium, you click Add. Potassium, you click Add. Chloride, Add. CO2, Add. Glucose, creatinine, BUN. Okay, so now you have a Chem 7, and what you can do is, if you wanted to create this as a worksheet, you would click New, and it's going to say, do you wish to create with the following test? You would hit yes, and then that would create a worksheet for you. I'm going to click no because I don't want to do that. But that's how you create a worksheet. So these are the first four. These are my next four. And then finally, these are my last four worksheets. So these are basic ones that include, A1C microalbumin, urine drug screen, lipids, HIV, certain vitamins, B12, folate, iron. These are cardiac enzymes, calcium magphos, LFTs, coags, CBC, and a Chem 7. So these are some very basic ones. You can create whatever you would like. Let me just show you, for instance, if I wanted to look at Chem 7s. So this patient doesn't have a lot of them, but this would basically give you a running list of all their Chem 7. And it's a nice way where you can organize this and trend things over time. I think the patient probably had more CBCs, so let me do that. So this can show you the trend of CBCs over time. Also on the Labs tab, if the patient has any microbiology, that would be here, and then pathology would be under this tab. This patient doesn't have any. So that is briefly how I manipulate the Labs tab.